Hey everybody, this is Steven with Steve Snaketuary again. Today's Friday, May 28th of 2010. And go ahead and get some shots of the Copperhead here. I caught this Copperhead several weeks ago. And what I wanted to tell was a story that happened to my daughter and I 2 weeks ago. We went to let this Copperhead go. I did try to feed this Copperhead 2 mice, and it did not eat. But we went about 2 weeks ago to let this snake go. And we were traveling to our secret spot, and we live here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and they've been doing a lot of movies here in Shreveport. And my daughter and I went to let this go, but when we went to our secret spot, we noticed 2 cages sitting out. And I didn't want to let the Copperhead go and somebody be there trying to catch something else and they get bit. I don't want to get in trouble for that. I didn't want somebody catching my Copperhead and killing it, that kind of thing. So I went ahead and I said, well, I'm not going to let it go now. So we turned around, we were heading back, and we noticed a lot of police officers had the street kind of halfway blocked off. And we noticed they're setting up big lights. Now this is nighttime. This is probably 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And they're setting up a bunch of lights getting ready to film a movie. So I pull up behind the police officer and I said, I asked him about the cages. He said he didn't know anything about it. But the guy in the car next to him that was parked beside him said that those were his cages. So I started talking to that guy for a few minutes about snakes. And come to find out, I guess they overheard us on the police officer's radio, and I heard them on his radio saying, did we hear that somebody down there has snakes in their vehicle? And the guy got back on his radio and said, yes, a guy's got a Copperhead in his car. And so they were like, bring it down here, we want to see it. I had asked the officer, I said, what movie are they filming? And he said the movie Butter with Jennifer Garner. So I was getting pretty excited. So we drove down there, and the police officer said, hey, they're from California, just be careful. I thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, so we drive down there in the middle of all their setting up, and I have no idea who all was down there. There's a ton of people down there. And I get the Copperhead. I didn't take it out of the cage. I left it in the cage, but I took the cage and set it down in the middle of the street in front of all their lights. They had all their lights shining on it and everything. And all these guys are freaking out that I had a Copperhead captured in a cage. They were all freaking out. They had never seen that before. And so I just want to say, man, my daughter and I came so close to meeting Jennifer Garner. She was actually on her way up there to do some shots for the movie Butter. And but we didn't get to meet Jennifer Garner. We met some other cool people. I have no idea if they were actors or not, and I didn't get anybody's name. But here's another cool thing that happened. One of the other police officers that was down there told me that we had a car coming, so we had to get out of the road. But he said, it's illegal to have that. And I said, no, sir, I've got my permit. I've got my hot snake permit. And it was kind of funny because he did this number here. He did this number. Okay, and kind of backed off. I thought it was hilarious because he said, it's illegal to have that. Because he had asked me, he said, are you going to keep that or let it go? I said, well, I was going to let it go, but I can't now. So I guess I'm going to keep it. He goes, it's illegal to keep those. I said, no, sir, I've got my permit. He goes, oh, sorry. That was just the funniest thing ever. So anyway, I'm going to go let this Copperhead go right now. But what I wanted to say was my daughter and I came this close to meeting Jennifer Garner, and it was just funny getting to meet a bunch of people from California and showing them a snake they've never seen before. And also, it cracked me up when that cop said it was illegal. I told him, no, sir, I've got my permit, which I do have my hot snake permit. I did talk to the Wildlife and Fisheries Department here in Louisiana, and I did apply for my permit. I do have my permit. But anyway, that was pretty funny, and I wanted to tell you guys that famous snake story, my almost movie star snake, and we're going to go ahead and let this Copperhead go today. But anyway, this is Steven with Steve Snaketuary. We'll catch you guys next time.